very cool dual P90 guitar. Awesome sunburst finish here. Besides some finish issues, this guitar is pretty well all original, and it's a great player. So let's hear how it sounds, starting with the neck pickup on the clean channel. To the bridge pickup. Really spanky tone to it on the bridge pickup there. Great for chords. And if you want to deepen it up a little bit, you can even turn the tone knobs down and switch to the bridge pickup. Sorry, the neck pickup. Hear it with a little bit of gain. This is the clean and dirty channel mixed together. And back to the neck pickup here. See it in the middle. Sweet 1989 Les Paul Special sounds. As always, you can contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hello and welcome back to Trogly's Guitars. We're in our new area here, and the first guitar of it all is a very cool 1989 Gibson Les Paul Special. Obviously, aftermarket case. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 latches on the front. There is a back latch, but it is missing its bar, so it's not currently functioning there, but all the other ones function just fine. And inside sleeps this well-played beauty. Once again, this one's from 1989. You have the pearloid Gibson logo, mother of pearl dot inlays, ABR1 tailpiece. We'll take a quick look at the case here. Just a standard Les Paul style case. It's actually pretty nice. I would say the guitar has a very faint smoky odor to it. So if you're allergic or hate the smell of smoke, maybe this one's not right for you. However, it's very faint in my opinion. Let's take a look at it here. This is a well-played guitar. Definitely not a mint condition example if that's what you're looking for. Let's take a look here. Common of late 80s, early 90s Gibson guitars. For whatever reason, the lacquer bubbles around the Gibson logo. This one is very apparent of that in the fact that it's actually started to bubble quite a bit and it's kind of come off. Personally, I would either chip the rest of that off to here to make it look uniform, or just go ahead and refinish the front. However, I'm going to leave that to the next buyer to decide because it's really a non-issue at this point. The frets have just a very little minute wear. Looks a lot more extreme here. If you visit my tech bench video later on, you'll see it's not quite that bad. But this guitar, it plays phenomenally. The P90s are really nice sounding. Definitely different from a humbucker sound. Very cool. There is some scratching up here on the fretboard, some light divoting. I'm assuming the guy was playing it really hard. A beautiful tobacco burst finish here. Looks very 50s in my opinion. Now you'll notice there is a slight color difference here. These are the original knobs that came on this guitar. These are a little bit, these are mid-80s knobs that I had laying around that I threw on it. They both blacklight the same. However, you can see there is a slight color variance. But from far away, until you know about it, they look the same. They're the same style. Now, you can see there's a lot of scratches on the top. And some major nicks and dings we're going to go over here. But you can see there's a ding there. A major gouge right there. And obviously a bunch of scratches. Some dings there. As I said, a well-used guitar. One of the most major ones is this. Not exactly quite sure how they did that. Maybe they were using a metal pick and they hit that instead of there. But once again, there's lots of nicks and dings. It has a real natural relic look to it. Now, the ABR1 is missing a saddle. Right now, I have this on it. It doesn't move because I super glued it down. But there's just a piece of paper in there if you have a saddle laying around. Easy swap out fix. Now, I usually don't top wrap, but something about this guitar told me to top wrap this bridge because it just looks so cool. This is my first special here in the shop. Now, the major thing to note on this guitar is right here. It's what looks like a crack, but after taking the studs out of the ABR1 and the tailpiece and looking inside the cavity of the bridge pickup here, I'm going to say it's just a finish check. It checked the finish. It's kind of bubbling here. That's what it feels like. If you continually pick at it, you could get the finish off, but it's not in the wood, in my opinion. I see no evidence of that. And we'll take a look at the back here. It is an all black back. Not too heavily torn up, but definitely has some wear. There you can see your serial number, which dates this one to 1989, which I believe is a year for prehistorics. Made in USA. Obviously lots of scratches back here. There are no breaks, cracks, or repairs on the headstock. Just a little dirty, some scratches. I'll probably wipe this one down on the back. I forgot to do that, did it on the top. Now the neck does have some light divoting in it. It's nothing that you'll majorly feel when you're playing normally, but you can feel some light indentation there. Probably from like a capo or something that was left on, as well as a little bit of a ding there. Looks like you have another area of roughness right there. However, this guitar plays fantastically. I just oiled the fretboard and changed the strings to Diodario 10s. You have some wear here. The electronics appear all original. All pot codes date to '89. As you can see here, lots of scratches and kind of more of a deeper gouge. Obviously it's not too deep, but it is into the wood. Now you do have strap locks on this guitar, so those are ready for you to go. But overall, this guitar is really cool. It's got that 50s vibe to it. It's got the cool bound rosewood fretboard, and it's just a really cool guitar in general. I really enjoyed getting to play with this one. As always, you can contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, Troglys. That's where we can discuss my best price available on this guitar, as well as answer any questions you may have. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. And welcome to the very first edition of Trogly's Workbench. This is a new addition to our video tours, where we'll show you the behind-the-scenes work of setting the guitar up as well as giving it a light cleaning. On this one, you can see here the headstock lacquer has the typical late 80s, early 90s Gibson bubbling around the headstock. This one has chipped a little bit more, so you can see that it has chipped away a little bit. However, the inlay is still intact. You have a mahogany neck there. The truss rod cover functions just fine. No major issues with the nut. The frets, they appear to be in very good condition yet. We'll get a light here on them. As you can see, very light wear. Nothing you're going to have to worry about for a while. It's a gorgeous dark rosewood fingerboard on this one. Definitely a very nice color. This guitar has a bunch of nicks and dings. It was well played. We'll take a look. I was unable to get this screw out, so we can't actually view under that pickup right now. However, the insides look all alright, so it looks like nothing has been changed on this one, electronic-wise. You can see this is the bridge pickup here. Has an L on it. Appears to be original. You can see in there, no refinish or anything. You do have this finish checking crack here. Now it almost feels similar to kind of the bubbling of the headstock there. Now, in my personal opinion, it is not a crack in the wood, because as you can see in the pickup cavity, there is no crack there. It stops. So it looks like it's just in the finish. It looks like the finish is just peeling up a little bit. So it is not actually a crack in my opinion. Put that back on. The knobs here, these two are original. It came to me without these other knobs, so I have replaced those with a similar looking set. They're a little bit darker though. And let's Let's take a look. This is under the pick guard. This guitar does come with the pick guard. You can see just a little bit of discoloration from normal aging. Let's take a look at the pick guard here. As you can see, it does have some scratches on it, well used. And the back of it there. And here is what the inside of the pickup cover looks like. UC452B. Have your back plate of the toggle switch. And the back plate itself. And let's flip the guitar over real quick here. The pot codes date this guitar to 1989. Take a look there. 1378913 on all four of them. It appears there might have been some light touch-up work there. However, looks fairly professionally done. Not the prettiest work, but it could just also be oxidization. See your serial number there. 8142955. It's either a 9 or an 8. You got some nicks and dings. Now, as we go for the black light, we can check out those cracks here. As you can see, the finish is glowing just fine here. There is no headstock repairs. Nice even green. Now the knobs do all glow pretty similarly. These other knobs actually came from another late 80s instrument, so they are vintage correct. See, there is a little bit of discoloration. There is the crack area, the finish check. You can see it did break the finish a little bit right there, but once again, that's just where the finish is kind of coming off there, so it is not a crack in my opinion. As you can see, the headstock there, the lacquer has chipped off as we had stated before. That has been this edition of Trogly's Workbench. Thank you for watching this special 1989 Gibson Les Paul special. Thank you. Bye.